This is how you can build a trading bot from scratch on Aesir with no code at all. To get started, navigate to the strategy builder, and for this video, we're going to be looking at the Visual Builder, so go ahead and select that. The Visual Builder is a brand new bot building tool that allows you to easily customize and craft your trading strategies from scratch using no code at all. Each new bot created with the Visual Builder will contain the following two default options: the core options, which determine your buy behavior, and the asset selection, which determines what assets the bot will be scanning and analyzing. Under core options is also where you get to choose the type of bot that you wish to create. For instance, if you simply wish to acquire one or multiple coins at regular intervals, then you'll go for a DCA bot. Otherwise, for rule-based bots that use technical analysis or price change or volume or any combination of these indicators, then you'll want to create an advanced bot. And this is what we're going to explore in this video. We'll start by defining the order amount. This determines how much the bot will spend on each order, as well as the maximum number of open orders that the bot will manage at any given time. So if we set this to 10, then the bot will only manage 10 open orders. It will not open more positions unless it has already closed some. And then you've got the bot frequency. So the lower this is, the faster the bot executes your logic and checks market conditions. So we're just going to keep ours for 30 seconds for this bot. I'm just gonna close that, and then we're going to select our assets. This is where we choose the assets that we want the bot to focus on, as well as the exchange. We're just gonna leave Bitcoin and Ethereum for this particular strategy, but you can choose any number of assets, anywhere from one asset to hundreds of assets, right? And then we're gonna need to add some additional logic. So what we want this bot to do is we're gonna go down here, and we're going to add a technical analysis node. This will allow us to add powerful logic on top of the trading bot. So we will first choose the time frame for the technical analysis. So we're going to work with 15-minute candles, and then we're going to define some logic right here. For this condition, we're just going to set the RSI to be greater than 30, but you can choose to evaluate against a number value or the value of another indicator. That's one condition, but the cool thing is you can actually chain more conditions, right? So you can go back here, you can add another technical analysis node, you can choose the conditional operator between those two. So we want those to evaluate as AND, meaning that both conditions must be true in order for a buy to be processed. And for the second condition, we want the MACD to be greater than 0. And finally, we're also going to add a volatility node on top of all this. So the way that works is the bot checks a volatility threshold, let's say of 5% within the last 8 hours. If any coin from the coins that you have selected, so that'll be those here, have experienced a more than 5% movement here in either directions, either increasing or decreasing, you can choose, then that coin will generate a buy signal. So right now we're looking to buy either Bitcoin or Ethereum when RSI is greater than 30 and the MACD is greater than 0, and either of these coins, any of these coins, have gained more than 5% in the last 8 hours. The final piece of the puzzle is coming up with an exit strategy. So we can go back here, we can add another node, and we can choose between a simple or an advanced exit. So we're going to go with an advanced exit, and we're going to choose a trailing stop loss and a trailing take profit for our bot. We're going to go for a trailing stop loss of 3% and a trailing take profit of 6%, meaning that every time the take profit is reached, instead of closing the trade, we're just going to move our stop loss and take profit higher, thus locking in profits and maximizing our gains. And we can also enable a stale asset sell-off. So for instance, if no asset has closed the position within this given amount of time, the bot will automatically close that position on your behalf. So for instance, we can say if we don't have a closed position within 10 days, then I want you to close that position, right? That frees up liquidity rather than having that liquidity locked into an underperforming trade. And that's it. All you gotta do now is save your strategy, give it a name. Let's call it TA Vol Beast. And it's gonna appear here. You can go to its own individual page. This is where you can see the individual performance for this strategy. So all the trades that it performs and the win rate will appear here. So all you gotta do to start the bot is you click start. And this by default will start in paper trading mode. Now it's going to place trades based on paper trading, right? This will not create actual orders on your exchange. It will create demo orders, or if you'd like, virtual or fake orders using virtual money. This is fantastic to test the performance at every strategy. That's why at Aesir, we've put every bot as a default starting in paper trading. If you would like to continue to live trade the bot, all you gotta do is hit promote up here, and you will be promoting your strategy to live trading. So you can also see that it's got monitoring enabled. So you can see in real time the logs that are generated by the bot. And that's pretty much it.